collecting resolution cards.
Not doing that.
What?
Does anybody else watch this? People told me for years, you gotta watch The Office, you gotta watch The Office. And any little clips, memes, anything I would see on Facebook, I hated Steve Carell so much. He thinks he's so funny and he's always looking into the camera and waiting. But I then realized watching the show, like it's supposed to be that awkward and uncomfortable. I thought it just was and I hated it. Anyways, live and learn. I'm like halfway through season 7 now and it's only been a couple months. That's what happens in the winter. So today's been a defragmentation day, staying around the house, doing all kinds of stuff. I took a screen out that for some reason didn't get taken out upstairs earlier, put that away. Spent 3 hours in the basement cleaning, vacuuming, dusting, wiping everything down. Everything was totally filthy. It is now spotless. I cleaned both sides and got the other little vacuum out, went around the corners and killed some spiders, and the cobwebs up in the rafters. All of that's clean. A little bit in the garage, a little bit in the house. Had some ham. We had ham steak with dinner last night. I didn't tell you, but Megan made a fantastic meal. We had broccoli and pasta sauce and ham steak, which, oh yeah, I like my ham steak thick. And there's our Christmas ham. We got honey baked big ham in there. I'm excited for that. I don't really know how Christmas is in 4 days, but it is. That's what happens when I leave for 4 weeks and then come back, and it takes a week to catch up again. It has been a week since I've been back, and I'm just feeling like, okay, things are under control now because the house is decorated, the car's good. Finally got my desk cleaned out, synced my phone today. Music still doesn't sync. It did the first time with the iPhone 10, but then the subsequent syncs, anything that I add doesn't make it. Like it's on the device, but it's not in the playlist. So I have to go and then click the plus button at the top of the playlist, scroll all the way to the bottom. I have 1,886 songs on that playlist, so it takes about 30 seconds of scrolling. There's no faster way to scroll to get to the bottom. Find the song that I just added, now drag it all the way up to the top. That takes a lot longer because dragging something versus swiping is a lot slower, so it takes maybe 2 minutes of holding it to get it to go up to the top where it goes. There's got to be an easier way than that, but not that I have found. So we're probably over 2 minutes of me bitching. That's enough for today. We'll talk in the next clip. Hey, at least a 2-taker is better than a 1-taker. So I cleaned up the basement for hours. I finally relaxed, came up here, watched some Office. Razvan and Sabrina got here around 6. We went and got a pizza for dinner over at Blassio's in Streetsboro. Came back here, it was fantastic. We watched the Cavs downstairs. So the Chicago Bulls started off their season 3 wins and 20 losses. Then they get this guy, Nikola Mirotic, back. He's been powering that team to 7 straight wins. They come to Cleveland tonight. Close game, really close game. Cleveland leads by 10, Chicago by 2, Cleveland by 5, Chicago by 1. Cleveland pulled it out, +3 with a win. But it was not as easy as it should have been looking at their bottom tier record. Anyways, you guys don't care except the Raptors fan, who by the way are killing it. The Raptors have taken over Cleveland for 2nd place in the Eastern Conference, but it's tight. It's very tight. And I think you guys, you just played Philly tonight, and I think your next game's against Philly, either wherever you didn't play tonight. I think it's back in Toronto. Air Canada Center. So anyways, 12:20, it is time for bed for me. Kenan just left, Megan just left, the house is quiet again. It's cold outside and the warm bed's gonna feel good. So, yeah, we'll talk Friday. Night.